The rules are simple. Survive 30 days with the entire nation hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion!
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And we live the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
Yesterday, Spain secured their place in the World Cup final, and tonight, two legendary rivals battle for the chance to face La Roja. Argentina, the defending champions, they've been pushed to the edge, but as long as Leo Messi is on the pitch, the quest for a fourth star is still alive. In front of them, though, an England squad continuing their relentless march to bring it home, led by their dazzling duo of Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham. Decades of tension, it's a rivalry renewed, and the next chapter is about to be written by this generation of stars.
Holders just about running into form at the right time.
Harry Kane! Yes! Never had a better run, never had a better season. Alvarez, clinical, absolutely superb.
Composure and sharp shooting from Rashford.
And Lautaro remains as reliable as ever in front of goal.
Anthony Gordon! A night to remember.
Bellingham! Just so easy.
So 2 games to go of the World Cup, and who is going to play Spain will be decided today. It's England against Argentina, who have both had a bit of a bumpy ride in the World Cup. But today, the headlines are massive going into the match. The third place side will play France for that match to be decided. But let's see who meets Spain at MetLife come Sunday. Good to have you with us, everybody. I'm Poppy Miller alongside Nigel Reo-Coker, Mike Grella and Troy Deeney. I'm nervous. I am feeling it. Troy, I love your jumper, 10 out of 10 today.
Roman Blazers,
Looking
thank you
good.
for sending this. We are being patriotic today. I've got my little devil on my left side here to bring me down.
That's not England red.
I wore my England red here.
That's not
I
England
wanted to be
red.
involved today in the
Why
studio.
don't you tell everybody what song you've been singing all morning?
Oh, na, 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 na. Life's life. Na, na. Ghost of Maradona.
Grella can't wait for all the wrong reasons. How are you feeling, Nige? You feeling glass half full today?
Yeah, glass half full, excited. It's not a game that I'm going to say England are going to go in there looking as massive underdogs or not favourites to get through. So I'm just excited. I think it's going to be a great game. England have a great chance of making a World Cup final.
Can we just say how well Nigel looks since he's been training?
He looks great.
Yeah.
He always looks good.
These tops are tight.
Have you been training?
Don't listen to them.
No,
Don't listen to them.
Troy did a 2-mile run. Was that out of nerves this morning, Troy?
No, that's just to walk the dog, because no one in my house does it unless I do it. So make sure it was done. She's all right. We're ready.
By the way, though, you've given England like very low ratings over the course of the World Cup. Now they're here, though. Obviously, it's such a massive moment. England haven't won the World Cup since 1966.
Yep.
Let's have a look at their starting 11. Thomas Tuchel and Jude Bellingham had exchanged words after the match. That looks to have been squashed. Declan Rice had a stomach bug. He looks to be back and better. How do you rate this?
Interested is what I'll say. I'm glad Jed Spencer's come in at left back. I think with obviously Messi, we know how great he is. We need somebody that can be aggressive on the front foot and try to take him out of his comfort zone. Listen, if Jed Spence doesn't stop him, he won't be the first left back that's ever struggled against one of the greatest players, if not the greatest player of all time. Two centre halves in Gahey and Stones. Stones is really interesting. Started the campaign with him in the first game. Didn't see him for the next 4, but he's came back in, added a level of maturity, and obviously can play out from the back. Konza has done really well, so he'll be disappointed to not be playing. Reece James is arguably one of the best right backs in world football, when fit and healthy. That's just become a continued problem. Anderson and Rice in midfield, got the legs, got the energy. Gordon has been underwhelming for me. Again, was it 70, 80 million to Barcelona? I expect a bit more. Rodgers coming in on the right is actually fantastic. I actually wanted Marcus Rashford to start because I thought the other two, Saka and Madueke, have done enough that you could go, okay, we know what you're going to give us. Rodgers is a really brave call, so hopefully that comes in because he's got that freedom to go and play. If England are going to win, Harry Kane's up front, he's going to score your goals. It's not this man, Mr. Jude Bellingham. He is the whole heartbeat of this team. Obviously, he said what he said after the game. The manager's come out and squashed that, which I really liked. But the really important thing is 2 people on a mission to get the same goal. Doesn't matter how you get there, they both have the same ending. They want to win this World Cup. And he will step on the pitch today and say, I'm the best player on this pitch. Doesn't matter if Messi's on there. And that's what we need. The bench is what we know. We've got changes. Very like for like when we make changes. If you were Thomas Tuchel, would you have done anything differently to this 11, Nige?
I think you've got to look at every game individually because they provide different challenges. So it takes a squad to win a World Cup tournament, and that's what he's done. He's made the right change at the right time. You can't really argue about Rodgers and Spence. They came on the last game. They made an impact. They had an effect. So not surprised they start. It's really down on the players now. And again, with the whole communication situation with Thomas Tuchel and Jude Bellingham, I'm glad he's come out and got in front of that. And he's right. He said, you don't say all the good things I said about him saying world class. You go there to a player who's just come off a pitch, heavy on emotion still, exhausted, and he reacts. I don't think it's a big deal. And also, by the way, don't you actually quite like it, like the bite of that for England? Because so many times in the past you've said, well, this England team's, a bit soft. So now they're showing that they've got something about them. They obviously care so much. They've had these kind of, not awkward moments because, like you said, it was kind of taken out of context, but it just shows there's a bit of a bite. It's the Bellingham effect. That's it. All you need is 1 or 2 characters like that. It's the Bellingham effect, and everyone else would rise to it. And some people would love that challenge, and having someone in your national team that is, 1, for me, is a natural-born leader. 2, he's a winner, and he drives everyone else to want to win. I think everything about it is great, and I think the rest of the boys love it as well. One key bit you missed there. What bit? Where's he from? He's from England. Boy. He's from England. From Birmingham, mate. Made a good stock. Good stuff. Right. Why don't you talk us through Argentina then, Mr. Sure. Argentina today, Grella? Obviously, Leo Messi is the main talking point, but they've scraped by in big moments, haven't they, in some of these matches? They have. They've scored the most goals in the tournament, by the way. Messi has been directly involved in 9 of them with 8 goals and an assist, and obviously the other ones are set pieces, and they predominantly they start with Messi. Alvarez will partner him. We saw his goal in the last game is of the highest order, of the highest class. Enzo Fernandez, right, $100 million player, right? Is that how much he went for? Yeah. On the left today, so a little bit interesting. I think that midfield will look a little bit more like a diamond at times. Simeone is the one that's introduced into the team. Obviously, this is Diego Simeone's son from Atletico Madrid. Big engine, and I think it's a really important addition to the lineup because I felt like, unlike Spain, who has started slow and got stronger as the tournament progressed, this team, for me, has started strong and looked a little bit tired in the last few games and a little bit out of ideas. So I really like that addition. Paredes, big experience in the midfield. He will be more the sitter. McAllister obviously will help him win balls and try to get forward as well. He's got a goal in the tournament. The questions, Romero, Martinez, I think are the big questions. Can they handle Harry Kane? And the timing of Jude Bellingham's run into the box, because I went back and watched all his goals this tournament in particular, and he's not doing anything amazing. It's just his timing is impeccable, and his nose for the goal is impeccable. Molina on the right, Tagliafico will be on the left, and Martinez also, I think, is where they have an advantage. I think this goalkeeper is better than Pickford, where I have my questions. Both back lines leaky. They both conceded 6 goals, so this is as even as it gets. The bookies have it even as well. Who's the better team on paper for you? Better team on paper? I mean, according to the English, your team's worth like, what, $5 billion, right? So it's probably England. Isn't Messi worth $5 billion on his own? I just think in a match of football, that guy is going to make the difference, even at 39. We've seen it so far. And I worried a little bit about their legs and their ideas a little bit now, in later stages of the tournament, because I don't think they've been great. But what about England? Coming off the game against Mexico, play with a man down at altitude. I know you don't want to hear about altitude anymore, but played at the game at altitude, difficult place to go, and then played in one of the hottest games ever
in 107-degree real feel. That zaps your legs, right? And Bellingham and Kane and all these guys have so many games in their legs throughout the season. So
is that worse than extra times?
Yeah, I think that's why my point basically was that I was trying to get to is that I think they're both a little bit heavy-legged. That's why I worry about a little bit the energy in the game. So when it's that tight, you think, okay, who are the game changers? Bellingham and Kane on one side, but Leo Messi is Leo Messi. That's why I have them winning this game.
I like the way that Mike pointed out about Martinez. For me, he's a interesting character. Played at Aston Villa. I know people at the club tell me about him. These are the moments that he rises to. He's a big game player. He loves moments like this. He loves the whole animosity that comes with everything that we might see in today's pitch. One thing I would say about this Argentina side is they compete. The biggest the foundation of football is competing. They compete in every aspect for tackles, headers. Everything about them makes them a very
Would you not say that's
team.
what we've shown differently?
We've shown we could compete, yes, but they do it in a different way that England do it. They do it in more of a street smart, street football, very dirty kind of way. Well, I'm not taking anything from them because they're a united team, but England have shown they compete. But there's something about how they compete and are united that's going to be really good to see today against England.
And as Grell said, the odds are very close for this game. Mackenzie Brooks is also here with us as always. Mackenzie, very tight on the betting lines today, right?
Yes. I mean, both of these games have been, but you are seeing a lot of late money in on England. They're now favored to advance. Now, as far as regulation, they're both plus money, and then the draw is basically the same. Essentially, if you're rounding, they're basically even across the board. England to win in regulation, Argentina to win regulation, and the draw all around the same price.
Okay, let's have a look at our bets then, because there's one odd one out here that's gone for a different outcome. But other than that, we've all gone England heavy. You start, Kenzie, with yours.
So I actually, at first, I had Argentina to advance. Then I realized the room I'd be watching this game in and the seat I'd be in, and I decided to go with England. But on top of that, I do like over 1.5 goals. That's a really juiced leg. They're implying around 3 goals on the books. And Bellingham, you mentioned it, Troy, the heartbeat of this team, to score or assist. I just don't see any version of this team succeeding without him being involved. So that's plus 300 for me, which looks like the shortest odds. Nigel, 100 to 1,000. England to advance in over 4.5 cards. We haven't talked about the cards too much.
Go on, Nigel.
We haven't.
What
So
about Troy's?
Over 4.5 cards, Bellingham and
Yeah, look
goal.
at Troy's odds.
Troy also going for the cards. England to win 2-0 and over 4.5.
So everyone thinks it's going to be a really chippy game then, right? That's why we've gone for over 4.5 cards. They are really good odds, especially as you were saying. The Bellingham odds on their own are pretty decent, especially parlayed with something other than that. Grella, Argentina to advance and a Messi goal will be what the Argentines are hoping for. Plus 275.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. Again, throughout sports, and Mackenzie will know this too, like in America, obviously, with the football and basketball, they try to manufacture history and stories and all these things so that the fans are juiced when they watch a game. This one doesn't need any of that. This one does it on its own. There's a lot of bad blood. There is history, political wars, the things that go on in this matchup. And it's so personal. To me, it's so personal, this matchup between England and Argentina. So this game will have all the storylines headed into it. And I think the energy, not necessarily from their legs, because I think they're both a little zapped, but the emotion in this game is going to be at the highest level.
Is that hard to use in a positive way sometimes in a match like this?
No, I think it'll be good. I think it'll be fun to watch.
Some cards too. We were talking about it earlier. The first half to have over 1.5 cards. Maybe you look at this ref specifically. He's thrown a couple 3-card games recently, a red card too. So maybe it's early on saying this is where we stand. I mean business, an early card, and then maybe one to follow. That's plus 110.
The American ref, right?
Yes.
And isn't there an Italian in the VAR booth? Is
That's
that right,
even
Grell?
worse.
Yeah.
No idea.
American ref, Italian VAR. Great.
So today's
No
fixture,
excuses.
it is built on decades of history with the names like Maradona, Beckham, Batistuta and Charlton all really leaving their impact in a game like this. We're going to look back at some of the most iconic moments that have shaped this rivalry next.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me.
Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events.
It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days with the entire nation hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Can you handle it?
The crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad in my camp.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money. What's the plan here?
Gotta blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
So Anthony Gordon, Julian Alvarez, Harry Kane and Leo Messi. They are just a few of the stars that are going to be on display this evening in Atlanta in what is a colossal World Cup fixture. The Three Lions and the Albiceleste on the world stage. Let's take you back in time, the 1962 group stage in Chile. England won 3-1 with Bobby Charlton on the score sheet, his only goal of that tournament. 4 years later in the quarterfinals at Old Wembley, Geoff Hurst was the difference in that meeting. He'd end up scoring a hat-trick in the final. 1986 quarterfinals, Estadio Azteca, Diego Maradona scored two iconic and very controversial goals en route to their second star, wearing blue, by the way. Then fast forward, France, 1998, another iconic knockout fixture. This time, a young David Beckham was sent off for retaliating against Cholo Simeone, leaving the Three Lions to lose in penalties. 4 years later in Japan, David Beckham, well, he redeemed himself, scoring the only goal from the spot after Mauricio Pochettino gave away a penalty to England. So this is the comparison then of the trophy cabinet, England against Argentina. One World Cup back in 1966 to Argentina's 3 World Cup titles. You can see no Euros as well, even though the Three Lions have come very close in the past and Argentina have dominated in the Copa America, winning 16 overall. But the World Cup is the big one and a place in the final. Oh wait, so it's a bit of a rough look back, isn't it, for England in history? Which one should we start with?
You know he's going to speak.
Let's start with the hand of God.
Just say it. Just say it. Just say it. I know you want to say it.
I think that graphic tells you a little bit about the matchup, though, today, right? Because the big stakes, big pressure, Argentina have won more. Argentina have been in the bigger moments more, I think. And it shows that, you know, there is something that you can't see and measure in winning. You know, like you get something from winning all the time. There's guys that just win every day, and there's guys that lose every day. And I'm not saying England is that, but I'm just saying one team has one team has a lot more experience in a big game like today.
You can only get experience by experiencing
That's
it. Right. What about the hand of God? When you think back to that moment,
we need to ask him.
I was about to say, do you remember it?
Say it. You're the oldest one here.
Do you remember it well, Nige?
I mean, don't remember it too well in the sense of, you know, being there young. But for me, it's something that is always spoken about, playing football in England. One thing that was always brought up, you know, when you start playing football in England, born and raised in England. So it's something that English football fans never really forgot or forget.
It's like they never get over it. It's just passed down through the generations,
It's always
right?
passed down through the generations. If you love football, it's a story that's always told. And then obviously the story continues after this moment. And obviously it's a heated rivalry between England and Argentina. And obviously England always has a lot of heated rivalry between other nations as well. But this is one that sticks out to the older generation of football fans that I mixed with. And it's something that's always passed down, spoken about, and still never really forgotten.
I think as well, that goes to Grella's point, right? That I suppose from an English point of view, that's cheating. But it's actually a historical moment in World Cup history. Also, that Argentinian way of doing whatever it takes to win. So that speaks to Grella's point. Obviously, I personally think it's cheating, but it is what it is.
That's the culture aspect of it, because Troy makes a great point there, as well as Grella. It's the cultural aspect of it. You know, being English, we'd look at that to say it's not honourable to do that. Like, it's not the right thing. While Grella, obviously, like Argentinians, will probably look at it as like, we'll do whatever it takes to win.
Grella absolutely loves that happened.
I listen, I don't love that it happened against England or anything like that, but I do love, well, like, growing up in an Italian household when I was young, like, we appreciated a good dive every once in a while. Seriously, it's the art of the game. And so, like, if you could take advantage of something like that, to me, it's brilliant. Also, from one perspective, is that, like, you fooled so many people and the officiating crew and everything to get that goal and to make it happen. Then he followed it up with one of the best goals in World Cup history.
You know what? It's also funny you say that, because if it would have been any other Argentine player that did that, would it still be spoken as much as it is now? But when it's the greatest, and at that time, probably one of the greatest players who played the game of football, because it was him that did it, it just added to it. And he was a big character. You love Maradona. He wasn't shy to tell people how he felt or to be who he was.
Wasn't he?
He was a unique character that was very proud of who he was, where he was from, what he represents. And the fact that he did it is obviously something else that makes it such a bigger, unique World Cup moment.
And then fast forward to the David Beckham moment. David Beckham.
Yeah, this is more my era.
Yeah,
I was 10 at this point. So,
Obviously, we remember this moment, right? Because he flicked his back leg and Simeone fell over, dived, made most of it, and then had David Beckham sent off. And the ripple effect from this moment was massive.
I'm glad you bring that up before Troy gets in there, because this is what the fans have to understand about how big this rivalry is. This is David Beckham that you love yourself, Poppy, as well. After this moment, he was booed and vilified in England for a very long time.
Booed was the least of it. He got death threats, everything.
It was so bad just because of the rivalry and the passion of the English fans and losing the game in the manner which they did. The other thing I would like to highlight is we talk about Simeone was the one who went down. This is tough guy, big guy Simeone. And we know he's a big guy, could probably handle himself, but to go down soft like that and point and get David Beckham sent off goes to the dark arts of the game, as we would say. Because really and truly, if it was a let's stand up and have a scrap, Simeone would love that. But he did it to do whatever it takes to win the game, which is something that a lot of these, I would probably say a lot of the Argentine players in today's game will do the same thing. It doesn't mean they're weak or they can't really handle themselves, but they'll play the dark arts of the game to try and get in the referee's head and try and do whatever they can to get one over their opponents. That's part of the whole streetwise and street smart.
Yeah, and I think to add to that, when you think, well, I think back to like newspapers and there was David Beckham, like mannequins being like lynched, hung up on lampposts and set alight. That's how bad it was back in the UK at that point. And then it's great. I think there's just a positive to spin on this, because there is a lot of animosity and negativity between the two countries for way more reasons than I'm smart enough to get into. But I think there was a nice moment in this World Cup, which we've seen, which was the two guys actually taking a picture together. And I thought this was a real nice moment. Obviously, you're older, you're wiser. We've all buried the hatchet. Now, Bex is getting grief for burying the hatchet. It's like, that's the most English thing in the world. Yeah. We can villainise you, but you can't bury the hatchet with anybody else. And I just thought that was just like one of the nice moments of this World Cup, that they buried the hatchet. You rolled your eyes, Poppy. You want to explain why?
Exactly why. That's why, part of the fan base.
Yeah.
But it's also like...
It's almost like you can't help it, though, right? Because I was only 6, actually, at the time that happened. But I was even just talking to my dad about it this morning. And I do remember, it was one of my earliest football memories, is that happening, because it was such a massive moment that David Beckham has been sent off. And not long after that, we went to watch Forest at Old Trafford. And I remember David Beckham being booed by his own fans. And that was just the...
Is that the Owen game as well, right? That's a Michael Owen goal.
The Michael Owen, I believe.
Is that 98 as well?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
It's crazy, though, that you remember a moment like that more than the goals and more than how the game played out.
And then it's just crazy now, we talk about today's game, now Simeone's son starting, as we've obviously done the lineup and stuff, but it's just to let people know, because sometimes we're explaining it, people don't really understand how serious and deep and this rivalry is.
Yeah.
So from a player's perspective, the players will know exactly the history of England and Argentina. So sometimes from a player, whether they're mentally strong, they're not all going to be mentally strong like Troy or Grella or whatever it is. But some of them might be so nervous to not want to be that player that makes a mistake, because if it's your fault that England lose to Argentina, go out of the World Cup, God knows what's to come with you in the modern day world now with social media and then when you get back to England. So that could be a part where some players will have to deal with.
Really interesting. And speaking of the historical side of things, this rivalry dates back all the way to 1962, the World Cup, but it didn't ignite until 1986, as Nico Cantor's here to provide us some historical context from an Argentine perspective.
That match carries a different weight for Argentines, and it all stems from 1982, the Falklands War. In Argentina, La Guerra de las Malvinas. The Falklands or Malvinas sit in the frigid South Atlantic off Argentina's coast, more sheep than people. In 1982, Argentina's military dictatorship sent troops to reclaim land it had long claimed, a convenient way to unite a country it was tearing apart with human rights violations back home. The occupation lasted 74 days. Britain's forces overwhelmed Argentina's. 649 Argentines died, 255 Brits died. Back home, the war ignited a wave of patriotism. It united Argentines against an enemy outside their borders. The young conscripts sent to fight and often die became martyrs, national heroes. Still today, Las Malvinas are everywhere in Argentina. Flags, songs, tattoos, stickers, the islands shaded in Argentina's colors.
At the World Cup, fans still sing for the fallen soldiers who never made it home. What does England-Argentina mean?
England-Argentina means a battle that always has left scars, a battle that is fought physical, it's historical. We fought for land, we fight on the field. We have a lot of emotional ties to this game. It's one of the last games where we've seen Diego be great. One of his two most historical goals were scored against England in '86. So it's just very meaningful, very emotional. The players are gonna play not just for a soccer game, but for a whole country and for a lifetime waiting for this moment.
If that's the feeling today, imagine 1986, Argentina versus England, World Cup quarterfinal. Maradona scored with his hand, symbolic revenge for Las Malvinas. Minutes later, the greatest goal ever scored. Maradona immortalized before even lifting the World Cup. To this day, Argentines celebrate Maradona's cunning. We stole a goal from the thieves of the world. The English, they say, are pirates, pointing to centuries of empire. The rivalry flared again in 1998 and 2002, Simeone and Beckham's red card, then their World Cup rematch, but the deeper wound still traces back to 1982. For England, the Falklands are a footnote in a much longer imperial story. For Argentina, they're a defining national wound.
The English feel cheated on the pitch, and the Argentines, well, they feel cheated in history, or so their national trauma says. It's the only rivalry that spans an entire ocean, and the reason why it'll never fully fade.
It's a game that's going to be very emotional. That's the best way to describe it. And if you describe it, it's not your traditional international game. I would look at this game to describe it as a derby. It's an international derby. So you think about the great derbies around the world, whether it's Celtic Rangers, the Milan derby, or Boca River. This is the type of atmosphere and passion that you're going to see in this game. And whoever wants to win this game, whoever can control their emotions the best, will win this game today.
Is that easier said than done in a game like this? Troy, would you like to leave your mark early on in a game,
Absolutely.
especially if you're a defender?
If I'm Jed Spence, I want to let Messi know, hey, we're going to be here all day. And I think if you're Simeone as well, who's just came into the Argentinian side, he's got to come with high energy and leave his mark, because he's coming for De Paul, who's been very good, but I think to your point, he's probably a little bit tired now, and they need that extra burst. So I think on both sides, there's that initial 10-15 minute mark of trying to just win the first line of battle. Be interested to see how the referees the game, because if he gives a yellow card early, we're in trouble for the whole game. But if he lets it play out, it's going to be great.
That's the danger to your message and what you just said there. Like you said there, you'd let Jed Spence let Messi know he's in the game early. If he does that and gets booked 2-3 minutes into the game, you're asking for trouble.
Of course,
it's about controlling.
There's controlled aggression, right? There's a time when you can leave you don't have to go through him and win the ball and take everything, but you can let him know every time he touches the ball, I'm all over the back of him. My elbow's in his back. You know, I'm letting him know that this is going to be a long day.
I agree with you as well, but you know as well, this is Messi you're talking about. There's going to be a big microscope around him, and maybe he might get a little bit of favour. So you just got to be very smart about how you approach this game.
Toughest day is going to be the VAR room. Who they're going to favour today? Argentina or England? It's going to be difficult for them.
I think we know the answer to that. No?
He's an Italian guy, isn't he? So you'll be all right.
We're out of it. Leave it, we're out of it.
OK, well, unlike France and Spain, who dominated their way to the semi-final, both England and Argentina, they've rode a rockier road into the Final Four. We're going to take a look back at how they got here in just a second.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me. Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events. It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days, with the entire nation hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Tell me, can you handle it?
The crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad in my camp.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money. What's the plan here?
Gotta blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
So even though we said it's been rocky for both of these sides, on paper it necessarily doesn't look that way. England have won all but one, that draw against Ghana in the group stage. Meanwhile, for Argentina, it looks really good for them, winning all of them. However, the ones highlighted in red went to extra time, and by the end, they just about scraped through, didn't they? Both teams, I think it's fair to say, have been relying on their big star players. Leo Messi, the headline of Argentina, as we mentioned. By the way, Troy, can you believe he's never played against England? Did that take you by surprise?
Yeah, I didn't know that until obviously you've just said it. I think both teams will feel they'll take a lot of credit from like what Spain have done, because I don't think Spain started the tournament well, but progressively got better. The only difference I would say to Spain and England and Argentina is even when they wasn't getting the results, we could see what they would do from a performance point of view in terms of the way that they play. Very easy to go, okay, that's what they're working on. When I look at England and Argentina, it's like moments. Again, Julian Alvarez in the last one, puts in the top corner. That's a moment. Jude Bellingham stepping up in the games. They're moments. I think the worry for England is Bellingham and Kane, what is that, 12 of the 13 goals between the two of them? So it's two players coming up with big moments. And I think for Argentina, they would say Messi and Alvarez come up with big moments. So it's a very evenly matched game. It will be about who handles the pressure the best and who concentrates the most. Because you saw with France yesterday, the Deeney penalty giveaway just changed the whole construct of the game.
I think Messi's, numbers in the World Cup as well are frightening, aren't they? Obviously, he won it last time, the last edition of the World Cup, and here's the Messi masterclass. The numbers just speak for themselves. He's also the oldest player to score a hat-trick. That was against Algeria back on Matchday 1. How much pressure is on Argentina, considering this could be Messi's last World Cup, Nige?
I wouldn't say there's a tremendous amount of pressure on Argentina. I think obviously there's a rivalry with it, and obviously they won the last World Cup. So even without them playing well or playing at their best, they still find themselves in the semi-final. So I think that it's the rivalry of the game, the rivalry of the two nations. They definitely would love to win it, because there's always pressure when you put on that Argentine shirt. But I wouldn't say it was a make or break kind of situation for them. I think they faced greater pressure previous World Cups before they won it in the last one. So that's for me is I think that, I don't know, I just think that it's the rivalry more than anything else than say pressure.
Both teams have major flaws, and then both teams have major superstars that can change the game at a drop of a hat. And I think that's what we've seen when we watch these two teams. The only thing that separates them for me, because I think they're both the same amount of fatigue, I think it's very evenly matched. That's how the bookies have it too. It's hard to make a decision. But the only thing that makes a difference for me is Argentina has a little bit the history that they have as well. And also, I've seen Argentina put together a 30, 40-minute spell of good football in this tournament. In the earlier games, the one against Algeria, I can name a couple. I haven't seen England do that yet. I haven't seen England sustain 30, 40 minutes of, whoa, there's England, there's the $100 million player, there's Declan Rice. I haven't seen it. I've seen it in really sprinkles, flashes, but I haven't seen a sustained model. I haven't seen them defend well. I haven't seen them attack well. I haven't seen the wingers that were so... By the way, they left Foden and Cole Palmer home because they had so many good wingers. I haven't seen those wingers. So I think that's why I have Argentina just ever so slightly ahead of England in this game.
I think what makes the match even more intriguing is the fact that these two haven't met in such recent memory, and obviously with Messi never having played England, there's very few players that have even played against Messi, even domestically. John Stones, Harry Kane, Marcus Rashford, Henderson and Jed Spence, they're the only ones that have faced Messi. If you're in their shoes today, Troy, are you kind of taken aback by thinking what moment is he going to create? Is it nerve-wracking just going up against the unknown?
I think when you think to the time frames as well where they've all played against him, probably other than Jed Spence, they got peak Messi as well. They got that memory that etched in your brain of how do we even stop this guy? But I think it's a challenge, right? It's an enjoyable challenge. I think the England players should be more worried about themselves. It's very easier said than done. When you see that guy in the tunnel, when you see that guy on the opposite side of the pitch, you're like, ooh, that can be a hero. I remember I did a show earlier this week with Darren Bent, ex-England striker, and he said he remembers playing against Brazil and Kaká was on the opposite side. And he was like, wow, because there's a moment, even as a player, there's someone who's a legend, who's unbelievable. I mean, yes, we're competing, but oh my God, look at that guy. And I think there's going to be a few moments like that.
Why are you laughing?
I'm just laughing because I know Benny, and that is Benny's personality.
Would you
I've
do
been in
that?
dressing rooms with him. No.
No.
I never did. No.
You're not taken back by aura?
I love to compete. Even when you line up.
What did you say about if you saw R9?
I'd still say, okay, R9, but I'd still want to compete.
What did
my mentality
what did you say
was.
if you saw R9?
What do you mean? What I say?
You said that'd be your biggest fanboy moment.
This was, yeah, but this is him. Hold on. This is him playing a game.
Okay.
If I was playing a game against him, no. And with the players that I had to go up with in my career and stuff, and the start, I never was like starstruck. It was like, I'm going to make sure you remember my name. And that was it for me. I wasn't. But Benty's Benny. It's true.
Yeah.
Keep laughing. Keep smiling. I'm just saying, that's how I got it. That was my mindset was. I understand there's great players.
So you wouldn't be
I
the
love
player to
compete.
ask Messi for his shirt if you just lost 2-0 to them in the World Cup?
I mean, everyone's different. I probably would be annoyed that I lost, but I don't know. It just depends on the mood, isn't it? It's the respect. When you go out there and do your thing as a player, there's a different level of respect that ex-players and legends will see you, and they just have that respect to say, you know what, he actually was a good player that you can't buy, or, you know, no money in the world can pay for that kind of respect. That's what mattered more. You want to be respected more
by
as a
peers,
player you was by your peers and legends than just being someone.
I got Steven Gerrard's shirt on the middle of the game on a corner kick. I said, hey, listen, I'm marking
No, you
myself.
didn't.
I got to get your shirt after.
You
He probably
did
was like,
not.
no problem. In the middle of the game, because before someone else asked.
I think that is my biggest football ick in the whole world.
Only a
to
few
get
guys.
somebody's shirt midway through the match or after the match. After you've lost, you just can't do it. I get why people do it, but...
This is coming from the person who takes a video of everywhere she goes. She needs a memory for everywhere she goes. But
Sorry,
hey.
who took the photos before the show today?
Get on her Insta right now. She's got a slow motion one for you. Get on there.
Grella, we've got a comment for you, not to turn it back to you, but let's have a look at one of the YouTube comments. Mike Grella, sitting in the Lions.
But I'm not alone. I feel like Maradona's here. I'm not alone.
You are on your own.
Oh, he's going to be unbearable.
And guess what? He's going to be on his own when we all go and watch the game somewhere else. And he's not invited with us. OK, stay with us, everybody. We're going to talk more about the three Lions after the break who have been carried by Harry Kane and the 23-year-old from Birmingham. We're going to be back in just a sec.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me. Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events. It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. But the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here. Now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And we live the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it? The crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad in my camp.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money. What's the plan here?
Gonna blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
Well, from Birmingham City to Borussia Dortmund and now Real Madrid, the three Lions have got Jude Bellingham this World Cup, and it has been perfect so far. Already his second in his career, the attacking midfielder has achieved so many milestones that have put him on a prestigious list with the likes of Pele and Maradona. He's found the back of the net twice in England's last two knockout stage matches, becoming the first English player to do so at a men's World Cup and the first player from any country since Diego Maradona did it back in 1986. How impressive has it been, Troy, that not only has he had one or two good games in this World Cup, but he has consistently been this impressive for England?
I think that picture, I know it's his celebration, but it's what he does. He welcomes all the pressure. From a young age, just said, no problem. Has that self-assurance of, like, I'm the man. I'm still going to be humble enough to work hard and try and prove myself, but I'm the man. Give me the pressure. Can't speak highly enough of him. And again, I keep going back to it. The fact that there was genuine conversation a month ago that Morgan Rogers would be starting over him, to me was criminal. Not that there's anything wrong with Morgan Rogers, but there's levels to this game. And that's a world-class talent. At 22, I said it yesterday, he's completed football. If he stopped playing football today, he's completed it. He's done everything. So wonderful, wonderful talent. I find it interesting that people are so quick to jump on him and be like, he's had a bad season, he shouldn't be there. He had a shoulder operation, if you remember, because he played through the pain in the Club World Cup, did that for his team, has the operation, doesn't come back. I think it was October, if memory serves me right. Anyone who's played will tell you, if you don't do pre-season, your season's ruined. You saw that with Rodri, just coming back from a big injury, how long it takes him. And then he's come back, had niggling injuries, plus they've had 3 changes of manager at Real Madrid as well, 2 changes of manager, sorry. And then also the whole Mbappe, Vinicius, is it Jude? Like, whose team is it? And then it's like, here's the problem. Even this week, Thomas Tuchel, here's the problem. This guy's a serious winner, and he's got to ruffle some feathers, and he's got to upset you, but ultimately he wants what's the biggest outcome. He wants to win. He doesn't care how we do it, as long as we win. So I think he's a natural-born leader, a heartbeat of this team, and in my opinion, in the next 3 years, he'll be the next England captain.
He's so infectious, isn't he, as well, when you watch? I think if you have kids that are playing, you want them to watch Jude Bellingham and embody everything that he is. Does he have the potential to be the best England player of all time, or is it early to say, Nige?
It's a little bit early to say, but the potential is there. For me, I think he's very self-assured, ambitious, driven. He's a natural winner. I think he's also, I would say, he's a natural-born leader. And he's got all the characteristics that you would love. He's a talented young man. I don't like the narrative that has been put in the media and planted, where there's this narrative that he's, how would I describe it? A little bit arrogant, or maybe a bit of a problem child, or something along those lines, where they try and plant it in the seeds of people to think he has an issue with authority, and he doesn't. He's driven. And I think with Jude as well, for me, is I don't think people understand how inspirational he's been to a lot of kids who growing up in England, so kind of how I grew up and used to look at Ian Wright and say, wow, if he can do it, I can do it. And obviously you see the other likes of Michael Thomas, Robbie and all those players, but Ian Wright was probably the biggest national star that we had when I was young and inspired so many. Jude is doing it for the next generation. That's how inspirational he's been. It goes beyond him, the man, and what he's carrying to inspire the next young kids from Birmingham, London, Bristol, all those places, to show that you can do it. You can be ambitious, you can be driven, you can be a natural-born leader, you can be everything that maybe a few other people say you can't be. And I think that's the power behind Jude Bellingham and what he's doing. That's what I take from it, because I've experienced it and seen it from how I had to grow up. So I just think, for me, this is bigger than him and what he's doing and how he's carrying himself. And he's definitely, for me, the next England captain.
Americans always talk about football. They always say if we had our best athletes, we'd be good. Like, we'd be better at football. We'd be further along the chart. He's a perfect example of what one of the world's best athletes married to unbelievable talent in football is, you know, a combination of, because he has talent, he has power, he has pace, he can arrive in the box late, he can do so many different things. And there's never been a bigger game in any of their careers, though, than right now, which is what makes the World Cup so special. Because if he goes on to have the tournament that he's having, not England, because England haven't been good, but he's been really good. If he gets the final, they go on and somehow win this tournament, he goes down for me as England's best player ever, and then probably 100%. Moves on to be the captain, and then and it's
even at his age,
two games of football. How many games of football has he played already in Champions League level and World Cups and Euros and everything? This will be the most important game in his career. And a lot of those players, you probably could say the same for almost every single player, maybe barring Messi and some of the Argentina guys, because they've already won the trophy. So much on the line today makes this game so juicy. The history between these two, the energy between these two, the World Cup being here in the States, where I think it's done. I think they've done a pretty good job. We had our doubts, but this is a special treat we're about to get in just a short time.
One real quick thing, I know we're going to move on, but you know what I find interesting as well, just from like media narrative-wise. So obviously, him and his family have made a conscious decision that they're going to be in control of who they speak to, what media goes out. I was thinking about this yesterday. There's another person who does that, because Messi does that, right? Very difficult to get a Messi interview, very difficult to get a sit-down, very difficult. Never heard anybody talk about how arrogant Messi is. You understood that? Never heard that narrative. But when a young Englishman does it, apparently it's arrogant. He's a difficult individual. I was thinking about it yesterday. It's like, so what does he have to do then? Does he have to win all of these tournaments? I don't know, get all these goals, and then everyone will go, oh, actually, he's a good lad, actually. But when the best players, and we work in this industry, you can't get close to the best players. We can't just phone up David Beckham now and say, jump on here for 10 minutes, even though he works with the network. You still got to go through things, and they keep it away. But there just seems to be this like English bias behind it to be like, let's jump on this young man's back. And I think the way he conducts himself, and he continues to conduct himself, will stand him in good stead moving forward. But I think it's just an important narrative that people need to just start to understand. You can't get close to the best players in the world, the best athletes in the world, the best actors in the world, because there's a lot of people around them that just say, hey, stay over there, we control this.
And how amazing has it been, by the way, to see the reception, though, when he's in the stadium for the fans singing Hey Jude and all the love that he's getting right now. But you're so right, the narrative changes quickly, doesn't it? Speaking of the narrative, let's see what the narrative is with Nico Cantor. He's in Atlanta ahead of the match.
Edward, how are you feeling today?
I was feeling nervous, but then we got a Waymo here, and that was my first experience in a driverless car, and it was great.
Welcome to America.
Well, it took away the anxiety. But, you know, I was 8 years old when England won the World Cup. I remember it's a little kid with a cup. So this is just so exciting. If we can win this and get to the final, it's all our dreams.
What would it mean to see England win the World Cup again?
To be honest, it would be so much. My boys are here, you know, in a way they're quite lucky. I've had to wait more than 60 years. You know, they're in their early 20s, and for them to see it, and they are ultra excited. Yeah. And I think, you know, England have got a really good team. The Argentinian team is good, but I think player for player, I'd back England.
So, take me back to when you were 8 years old, watching Hurst, Bobby Moore, that 66 team. You were a kid, and so much of life has passed you by. Now, you know, you have your kids now, and you've probably told them stories of 66, and they've learned a lot about you and your stories. What does it feel?
Indeed. And, you know, coming here to America and to Mexico, with all our family, my 2 boys, my daughter, my wife's here, it's really a trip of a lifetime, and to be able to tell them those stories of Bobby Charlton, Jackie Charlton, you know, the first team that had 2 brothers in the final, and Jeff Hurst's hat-trick in 1966, and all of that, it just makes it an unbelievable experience. And, you know, playing Argentina doesn't get much bigger.
I would imagine that 1966 team, you feel very represented by them. What about this squad?
Yeah, no, very much so. I mean, you know, Harry Kane, what's not to like? What a super guy, what a gentleman, what an ambassador, what a goal scorer. He is the ultimate hero. And of course, the young blood coming up, Jude Bellingham. He's looking like he's going to be one of the best players in the world. Messi, look out.
So I wanted to ask you that, Jude or Messi?
At the moment, I think Jude, just because he's got youth on his side, obviously Messi is an absolute genius, and it's been a joy to watch him over the last 20-odd years. You know, he's brought delight to many people. But I think Jude is going to be there. I mean, hey, Jude, doesn't get much better than that.
Mate, thank you very much. Enjoy the match.
All right.
Thank you. Very
Sure
kind.
doesn't. He was 6 last time we won the World Cup.
8.
8, sorry.
If you
Bobby's
didn't,
nervous, everybody.
also, if you weren't on your phone for the whole time, you'd have
Bobby's
listened.
nervous.
just to put in a bit
Bobby's
of
very
context.
nervous. The quicker the game starts, the better it will be for all of us.
Okay, well, it's almost here, everybody, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. Stay with us, so we've got much more to come in just a second.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me. Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events. It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days, but the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in 2 worlds.
There are others. They're not like us. We need to get out of here now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it? A crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad in my hand.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money. What's the plan here?
Gonna blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
So the defending champions Argentina, 1 match away from MetLife Stadium, where either it's going to be England or Argentina to meet Spain in the World Cup final. The scenes in Atlanta are absolutely incredible. There's about 80,000 fans there from both sides, and only a select few will have a ticket inside the stadium. The Golden Boot race looks like this. Leo Messi and Kylian Mbappe are at the top of it. Mbappe still to play in the 3rd place match, which will still obviously count. But Erling Haaland is out of the race now. Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane still to contend. When it's all said and done, who do you like to win it all, Troy?
I'd love to be sitting here and say Jude Bellingham. I think it'd be a great redemption story, to be totally honest with you, from, as we just alluded to, people not even thinking he should be starting, to then obviously going on to win the Golden Boot. But I think it'd be Mbappe. I think he's stat padding's a harsh word to say, but I think in the 3rd v 4th game, he'll be going out of his way to try and get a hat-trick and make sure he wins that.
Any disagreements, boys?
I don't know. I just feel that Messi is going to somehow do it. He's a magician. He's an alien.
You've got Messi.
Are we keeping you up?
You just asked me a question. I answered it.
I just sounded like you was half asleep. Oh, I
He's
don't know.
nervous.
What do you mean? I just answered the question. I think Messi. Messi is just something we haven't seen. He's one of the very 111, whatever percent you want to say, but he's just unique.
Top percentile.
Don't say anything, Troy. I just
Grell,
look
what
at
about
his face.
you?
I have Argentina winning
So you've got Messi.
today, so that means they have 2 games left instead of 1. So I'm going to give the odds to Messi.
Tuchel has got no tactics. He's lucky his stars show up. Interesting take. Let's do our predictions, boys, shall we? Grell, you said Argentina earlier. What are you saying the score to be?
1-1 full-time, Argentina win in extra time or penalties.
Dramatic. Troy, what are you saying?
I'm going with heart today. 2-0 England. Get the job done.
Does heart mean that you don't truly believe it?
2-0 England.
You believe Troy has a heart? That's the bigger question. Yeah, I'm going with my heart as well. I'm going.
Oh, here he is. Pee-wee arms. Come on.
What arms?
Pee-wee arms. Let's go. Go.
Watch your mouth.
Extra small top to make his arms up big.
Troy, you've got a thing with people's arms.
Yeah,
Pickford first, now he's coming for you.
Okay, you in your orange jacket. Let's go.
I'm still waiting for Nigel to blurt his out.
I'm going 3-1 England. I'm going to my heart.
Wow, 3-1. I'm going 2-1 England. Jude Bellingham to score.
Hey, we've been here for 2 hours. All you've talked about is how nervous you are. Now it's 2-1, we're going to win.
Well, of course. That's how it goes, being an England fan. Enjoy, everybody. We'll see you at half-time.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me. Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events. It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. But the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in 2 worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Tell me, can you handle it?
The crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad in my camp.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad would want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money. What's the plan here?
Gotta blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
So Anthony Gordon, Julian Alvarez, Harry Kane and Leo Messi. They are just a few of the stars that are going to be on display this evening in Atlanta in what is a colossal World Cup fixture. The Three Lions and the Albiceleste on the world stage. Let's take you back in time, the 1962 group stage in Chile. England won 3-1 with Bobby Charlton on the score sheet, his only goal of that tournament. 4 years later in the quarterfinals at Old Wembley, Jeff Hurst was the difference in that meeting. He'd end up scoring a hat